Ow. Hey guys, it's Laowinners here with another video, and one of the most common questions I get on my channel is what kind of camera to use, what kind of computer to use, what kind of editing software to use, what kind of lighting to use, what kind of this and that and this and that, all that kind of stuff. So I just want to nip that in the bud. Let's get this out of the way. All right. Now, my main basic camera recently I've been using is called the Sony a6300, and that's a mirrorless camera from Sony. A lot of people are loving it out there. It's very complicated. When you're jumping up from a handy cam or a cell phone or something like that in vlogging with this, it's definitely a more professional setup, and it's a pain in the ass to use, to be honest. But at the same time, it's given me good results. And recently I just purchased a new lens for it. Before I used the kit lens that came with it, but now I'm using a full zoom lens. It goes up to 200 millimeters. It's pretty nice stuff, and it's got in-body active stabilization, so I can kind of willy-nilly throw it around like the old days and not worry about, you know, the camera shake that was making me sick. So that's the basic camera setup. The audio setup, this actually is new. I just got this. This is the Rode Link, and basically what it is, it's a microphone setup. It's a wireless mic setup. This is the transceiver, and it's shooting a signal to a wireless receiver on the top of my camera. And I was really impressed with the quality of this because I worked with this on Conquering Southern China, a different version of this, and then I used this specific one on my last the dog meat video thing. And I was pretty impressed with how easy it was to use, so I started using that. Got one of these. Just for running gun stuff, I use this is a LG V10. LG V10 is a phone that was specifically made for people that were into video. It's big, it's got a good camera on it, front-facing camera. It's got two lenses, so it goes wide and then it goes short as well. So this is pretty good for when you just want to get something real quick. Obviously, cell phone cameras aren't going to be the bee's knees, but better than nothing. In terms of action cams, let me go grab it. Of course, you know, if you're watching the Conquering Southern China videos, you know that we use GoPros. This is the Hero 4 Silver. It doesn't do 4K in a usable frame rate, so hopefully we'll upgrade that at some point. But this thing is my go-to action cam. It's pretty reliable stuff, and it's awesome. It's so small, so you can whip it around anywhere, and most people won't notice it if you're trying to get covert stuff, you know what I mean? So let's move over to the computer station. Oh crap, I better slouch down. Sorry for the inappropriate posture. This is what happens when you don't film with someone else. Anyway, I gotta squeeze into frame. Anyway, basically what I use for actually editing the videos is an Asus Republic of Gamers laptop. I bought it years ago actually, and it's still holding up. Still got an i7 processor and everything, 16 gigs of RAM. And yeah, it's still holding up. And I use this LG, I can't remember the name of this monitor, but it's pretty good for the value. And I edit on these two screens. And this one has been kind of calibrated for color grading stuff, which I'm just learning how to do now. And as you can see, I'm obviously very bright because there's a light up here. And this is just some crappy light I got off Taobao actually. It's only like 150 RMB or something. But it really is a lifesaver in these like low light situations. So I'm trying to film more indoors now so I can have proper lighting. And I'd like to get better lighting than this, but at the moment, this is all I got. So at the moment, it takes me about 6 to 8 hours to edit a What's Up video, you know, the ones where I do with Prozzy. Churchill video with me and Winston usually takes 8 to 10 hours to edit. Daily Milk is usually between 3 and 6 hours, but they can get kind of crazy at some point if I get really into the effects and stuff. What else? Oh, the VS videos, me and Vivi, are actually the easiest to edit. Usually it takes me between 3 and 5 hours to edit those because it's just us in a stationary place. And now it should be quite a bit easier because I don't have to sync audio anymore. But yeah, a lot of work and time and money goes into this process, and it's really draining, but I kind of feel like I found my passion. I don't think I'm necessarily good at it yet, but it's really a pleasure to make videos for you guys out there. So thank you so much, Laowinners, and I hope you not learned something today, but I hope it satisfies a lot of your questions. Obviously, gear is not the most important thing. It's about content, and it's about whether people like your content. And I appreciate so much for you guys always getting on that comment section and telling me what you think of the videos. It helps me improve. It helps me get ideas. And if there's anything you want to see, of course, please leave it down below. I think that's something that a lot of people fail to realize, is that some of the most important feedback I can get are ideas for videos that you actually want to see. So I try to take all of them into account. If I can't get around to something, I apologize, but I always appreciate new ideas as well. Anyway, I've been cooped up in this office way too long. Sometimes I just got to get on the bike and get some fresh air. So take it easy, Laowinners.